I grew up with music. I was involved starting mostly in 8th grade. I started playing the drums at a really young age, and I picked up guitar maybe 11 or 12 and started playing. But I really got involved in music itself and the music scene at the school and everything. In 8th grade, I joined our show choir at Lac Parle, and from there it was just an instantaneous love. It's like when you figure out something that you're good at and something that you have passion for, and you can just go from there. And that was really, for me, I'd struggled before to find what meant a lot to me and what I really wanted to do. So I found the music scene really fitting for me, and I started singing. I started doing a little bit of dancing, not really a little bit, not a lot of dancing, but I really started to involve myself as much as I could. I started writing my own music, guitar, piano. I played in a couple of different bands, and it's always been like a secondary home away from home for me whenever I'm on the road, because I've been to, I think, like 35 or 36 states. I've been to Germany and several different countries in Europe. And whenever I'm away from home, it's like I can just pick up a guitar and feel good, feel comforted by the fact that I still have music. That's kind of what it's always been for me. I heard about the Young Americans the summer after my senior year of high school. I was already accepted and enrolled in a music school in Minneapolis, and something inside me told me that this was a better way to go, and I really wanted to perform, and I really wanted to work with kids, and I wouldn't have been doing any of that at the other school, and so I just felt personally in myself like this was the better option. The Young Americans started 53 years ago now as a strictly choral organization. We are credited as the first swing choir, the first show choir, so the first people to take a choral sound that's on the risers, standing in suit and ties, and add a little movement, add a little rhythm, maybe a full band, that type of sound. So we're credited as the first show choir. And from there, it's the pathway that the Young Americans has taken as an organization has changed incredibly. We used to do a lot of TV specials with Bing Crosby, Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, just big names like that, and a lot of TV, a lot of networking type of stuff. And about 22 or 23 years ago, we noticed as an organization that the music programs, music education in high schools and elementary schools was getting cut. There was budget cuts happening, and the first thing to go was the extracurricular arts, music, theater, drama, everything like that. And we feel so strongly, again, as an organization that, I mean, we've witnessed, and I've witnessed, the power of music in people's lives, not just kids, not just adults, but every walk of life, every race, every gender, everything. So to change the focus a little bit, we dove into music education. We started last year Turn Up the Music campaign because we are a nonprofit organization and we are all about giving back, and so we thought to ourselves, why not give back monetarily? So we came up with a Turn Up the Music campaign, and it's a campaign to keep music alive in schools across the nation and across the world. And what the Turn Up the Music campaign is there's blocks of however many kids register, and for each section of how many kids, we give back a certain amount of money to the school, to the music program. And so what that does is it allows teachers to purchase new music, instruments, equipment, so that the kids can have an all-around better, more professional experience in music. And it's just another way that we've found that we can give back and support music even further. We focus on singing, dancing, and acting. We have an hour-long show of material that we teach the kids, and they're divided up into 3 age groups. So some kids learn things individually, some kids learn things as a small group or a big group, but it's an hour worth of material. It's a variety show. We have music from today and the past 50 years, and we like to reach out and make sure that we have material that every kid will appreciate, or that at least one kid will appreciate every style of music that we have. But they learn it's all singing, it's all dancing, it's all acting. We don't divide them up into who dances, who sings. Everybody does everything, which gets pretty interesting sometimes. And it's fun to see the kids that say they're never going to sing a solo or sing in a choir. It's really cool to see how their attitudes and how their minds change after even just 1 or 2 hours. I've been trying for years to get the Young Americans to come here ever since I joined. And now that the cast is actually here and they've done the workshop and the show is happening, it's such a collision of 2 worlds. Because I was so involved in the music scene here, and then when I went to California with the Young Americans, it's a whole other style, a whole other feeling. And so this is the world, the Young Americans, that I've known for 3 years, and this is the world that I grew up in, and they're combined. And the things that I like drive around, like the statue of the Lutefisk in Madison, and we drove by on the bus, and I got to like show all my friends, this is where I grew up, and this is my community. That's where I went to eat at the After 5. That's where I played on the playground, and this is where my elementary school was. And I got to share that with some of my greatest friends and people that I've been to Germany with and across the United States with. And to see them affecting the lives of the kids that I've seen grow up is the most incredible gift. I've been sitting and watching the workshop happen, and I meant to jump in and help and be a part of the workshop, but I get so caught up in watching the incredible change that's happening that I kind of forget to jump in. I just to take witness to the change that I've been a part of and see it in my own community is the greatest gift. I believe so much in the power that music has in people's lives. I've seen it heal physically, mentally, emotionally. I've seen people come from an awful place and now they have a new light within themselves. And so I believe so powerfully in the power that music has in people's lives, that for me, it's not about earning money, it's not about being famous, it's not about signing autographs or being under the lights on a stage. All that stuff is, it's nothing to me. The fact that what I love to do can change someone's life for the better, that's all that matters to me. And if I'm singing or if the Young Americans are performing for a crowd of 1,000 people and one singular person is affected, then we've done our job. And that's what it comes down to for me. It's too many people get wrapped up in the flashbang of performing, and if you take time to just realize what you can do with it, I think that's the most important part.